Okay, welcome back everybody. This is another TTM video. As we like to explain, in case you're watching for the very first time, TTM just is an abbreviation which means through the mail. TTM, through the mail. We seek autographs and other things through the mail. You'll be surprised how many times you send your favorite athlete or celebrity a letter of request along with a card or a photograph in a self-addressed stamped envelope. Very often they'll sign it and get it back to you. When you do, you come to YouTube, make a video. That way we can all share the information. We've got 4 today, so let's just get right to it. The first one is kind of a bad news here. You never want to see this. That means the envelope was damaged either through the sorting system or through the weather. So we shall open it up and see for ourselves. It's coming from Georgia. The envelope is torn pretty badly, as you can see here. It is open, and it's bad. Oh boy, card's badly damaged there, as you can see. Let's take her out and see what we got. Oftentimes, if it's too thick, it gets caught in the sorting machine as they run through that very narrow passage. But this is a 75-year-old former running back, position coach, and then head coach in the NFL for 38 years. He's a lifer. Started in 1965 when he got drafted by the Cowboys and ended in 2003 when he was head coach of the Falcons. In between that time, he played running back for the Cowboys for 8 years. He's a pretty good player. Very versatile. Almost 2,000 yards rushing and 1,700 yards receiving. Scored 42 touchdowns. Pretty good head coach as well. He finished with a 190 and 165 overall record and had the distinction of participating in 9 Super Bowls, either as a player or a coach or as a head coach. And that's the most of anyone not named Bill Belichick. So, let's see the damage here. That one's pretty bad. Looks like my dog chewed that up. And that's the only one he signed without the inscription. The others he inscribed. This one is torn as well. To Michael, best wishes, Dan Reeves. This 89 Pro set seemed to make it unscathed. To Michael, best wishes. Best wishes, Dan Reeves. So that's a 3 out of 3 success, although we would have liked to have them not as badly damaged, obviously. But that semi-rigid top loader there, that's ruined for life. Just toss that away. Anyway, I got that back in 7 days. Dan Reeves really quick. No fee for Dan Reeves. I think he's a borderline Hall of Famer, knowing his lifelong passion as a player, as a coach. I don't think he won the Super Bowl as a head coach. He won number 6 as a player. I know that. But we'll see. He's got a chance, I guess. Next up is a 70-year-old former left-handed pitcher that's not damaged. 13 seasons from 1970 to 1982, mostly for the Cardinals and Royals. And here we have a card of him with the Braves, nicknamed the Mad Hungarian. Al, the Mad Hungarian Hrabosky. Shown here on the 81 Topps throwback from 2001 Topps Archives. Matching his facsimile autograph that's on there. And then, of course, the 78 Topps, the Cardinals, showing his long hair and his beard. So he really played up the role as the Mad Hungarian. Used to really put on a show behind the pitcher's mound when he'd start off an inning pitching. He'd get himself all excited, turn his back to the batter, throw his ball in his glove really hard, and stomp on the mound. Pretty neat. Really relished that role, kind of like a WCW wrestler. But he led the league in saves in 1975 with 22. Now he works as a color analyst for the Cardinals radio broadcast. Got that back in 9 days, no fee for the Mad Hungarian. Hrabosky. Next one coming from New Jersey. And that is, here we go, Hall of Famer Leroy Kelly. 77-year-old former running back for 10 seasons, from 64 to 73 for the Cleveland Browns. Started his career way back when. He started at Hall of Fame and then down here, 1994. Pretty cool, black Sharpie. Was drafted and was the backup to Jim Brown, the great Jim Brown. And then Jim Brown kind of surprised everyone, retiring at a young age in the mid-'60s. And then Leroy Kelly took over, and he ran for 1,000 yards 3 years in a row. He led the NFL in touchdowns in 67 and 68. Very versatile player. Let's get this. There we go. 7,200 rushing yards in his career. And when he retired, that was fourth all-time. 74 touchdowns. He was in 6 Pro Bowls. He's on the all-decade team for the 1960s in the NFL. And if you look at those teams, those all-decade teams, just riddled from top to bottom with Hall of Famers. Very few players that made those all-decade teams in the 60s and 70s that aren't in the Hall of Fame. But his younger brother, Pat Kelly, played in the major leagues for 15 years. Twins and Orioles, I remember him with. But Leroy Kelly, as it says here, made the Hall of Fame in 1994. I got that back in 10 days. There is a $5 fee for that 77-year-old running back. So we're moving on to number 4. The final one today. We'll get the easel out. It's coming from Texas. Hey! Technical difficulty there. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, we're back after a nerve-wracking 30 seconds there. This is a Sports Illustrated, former Heisman Trophy winner in 1982. As a junior, 3-time All-American at the University of Georgia, considered to be one of the best running backs in the history of college football, Herschel Walker. He's the only player to finish in the top 3 in all 3 of his collegiate seasons in the Heisman Trophy voting. Superb athlete. A lot of people don't know this, but he ran track and played football at the University of Georgia and was a world-class track athlete as well. He ran sprints in high school and also threw the shot put to give an idea of how fast and how strong he was. But also ran track at the University of Georgia. Then after his professional career, you remember he was on the Olympic bobsledding team, and now he's in mixed martial arts. Really just a fabulous athlete. But he went from University of Georgia to the USFL and really set that league on fire. I mean, he rushed for 5,500 yards in just 3 seasons there, including the final year in the USFL when he ran for 2,400 yards in 1 year. Had a great NFL career as well after the USFL folded. Ran for over 8,000 yards and 61 touchdowns. So one of the best of all time, no doubt about it. Not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame yet, but he is in the College Football Hall of Fame. Got that back. It took a while, 65 days. There's no fee. He did personalize that to Michael Best Always, Herschel Walker, number 34. Great return there. So thanks for watching, guys. That's it for today. We got some damaged goods from Dan Reeves, 2 from the Mad Hungarian, Hrabosky, 1 from NFL Hall of Famer Leroy Kelly, and then, of course, the Sports Illustrated from one of college football's all-time greats, Herschel Walker. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that button and also hit that notification bell. That way you'll be put on notice of all my future videos. If you need to email me, my email is in the description below. Send me an email, ask me a question, or you can leave it down below. I love to read all your comments and respond to them. That keeps me motivated, guys. It helps me out quite a bit. But we'll be going for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.